Been years.
And let me pin us. Wait, what's going on? All right, let's do this. Hello, everyone. I am so excited to be able to do this call for you all. What you're going to be hearing today is you might think that's crazy. How can it? But I promise you, one thing that I can tell you guys is come with an open mind. Be open to what we're going to be telling you guys. I was that person behind the screen, behind the phone, whatever you are, listening in on this call too. And I thought the same thing. I was like, that's crazy. Like, what is that? Like, So I get it. I get it. I've been in those shoes too. But now I'm the other person on the other side of the screen. And I am telling you that this is it. It is 2023. Times are changing. It is time to pivot. It is time to try new things. Take that risk, girlfriend. Women are taking over. And this is the best company, the best industry to be in for you to be able to take over, right? So really quickly, we're going to just kind of tell you guys, like, what is it that they do? Do they really make money on social media? Like, what do I have to do? How does it go about? So really quickly, we're going to tell you about our stories, how we got started, how we found success in this business, what it entails, the countries, the opportunities, all the details that you guys are looking for so that you can be able to have an educated decision to be able to move forward, right? So really quickly, my name is Angela. I am a mother of 3 little ones. You might see me here super excited, all this energy, but I promise you, this was not me 4 years ago when I started this business. Wow, 4 years. When I tell you when I started this business, I was like, this is not a long run thing for me. Like me, sell shampoo for 4 years. Like, what? No, all I wanted was an extra $200 in my bank account to buy myself a pair of shoes. Literally, because I was that mom who was completely dependent of her partner, her husband, for a whole 7 years. For a whole 7 years, completely dependent of my partner. Well, a lot of people looking from the outside in, they see being a stay-at-home mom like super exciting. Oh my God, you enjoy it. But for me, it was a completely different reality. While I loved being a present mom, I started losing myself in all things motherhood. I had a 4-year-old, I had a 2-year-old, and I was pregnant with my third. And that's when I realized, wow, I haven't done anything for almost a decade. Times are changing. I need to figure it out. I can't be at home forever. I can't be depending on him forever. We're having financial arguments. I don't have any friends. Like, I am finding myself in this rat race. A lot of people say corporate is a rat race, 9 to 5, but motherhood is a rat race too, especially if you don't have a village to support you, right? Especially if you don't have anyone to share your days with. And that was me. And as I started having more and more children, popping them out like, like nothing, I started losing my purpose, and my kid's about to come. I started losing my purpose and I was looking for something else outside of motherhood. I love my children. I love giving everything to them, but I love me too. Yes, I love me too. So that's when this came to my lap, and it's all really about the right timing. Liz didn't give up on me, and I'm so glad she did it. She caught me on my couch crying because like, I can't believe I have to start college again. I dropped out of college. I dropped what I thought was going to be my dream job. I dropped everything just to raise a family, and I felt like I had to start all over. So that's when this thing came across my lap, and I said yes without thinking twice. I had zero idea what I was getting into. I didn't know I had to show up on social media. Like, I didn't know anything. Never did I think I would be where I am today, but I took a bet on myself because I was all the way at rock bottom. And what happens when you're all the way at the rock bottom? The only way to go is up. So what I can tell you guys is 4 years into this business, I took my husband from working over 100-hour weeks to a lot less. I was that mom where, my husband, he was out to work already by the time that we were already awake to go to school or just hang out about our day. By the time that the kids were sleeping, he was still working. I always joke, and I tell this to people all the time, I'm a single mother. I just use my husband's bank account. A lot of people might find that funny, but it's actually not funny at all. Liz. It's really not. It's a lonely world, especially when you're all about the motherhood thing. So it sucked. I brought my husband home. I drive a minivan. I love my minivan. It suits me and my 3 children, but I get to give back to my husband after taking care of his family for such a long time. And he gets to drive the luxury car thanks to this business, right? We get to go on trips all the time. I'll be so thankful thanks to this business. Like, I get to leave my children at home. I hire a village to help me, and I get to go take care of me, have my me time. And if I want to be nice, I'll be like, okay, fine, kids, you can come along too, right? But that's the beauty of this business. It gives you so many different options. It can be the vehicle to so much more. And for me, it was just finding that village, finding purpose. And all my kids are in school now. And instead of having to go clock into a 9 to 5, I can continue being home. We went to the gym today, Liz and I, and it's just beautiful being able to do that. I can be a room mom, be present in school, volunteer all the time, which is, it's beautiful nowadays. So that's my story. And I'm going to go ahead and let Liz take over.
I didn't know what a room mom was today. Angie's like, I get to do this thing and I'm a room mom. I'm like, girl, what is that? Okay, so my story is a little bit different, right? I am the girl that came from corporate. And I had what you would call the dream job on paper. Guys, I'm not, sometimes I do these calls and I feel like people expect like tearjerker stories of like, I was struggling to put food on the table. I didn't know how I was going to pay my bills. And the truth is that that was not my story. I was a financial advisor. I worked for a Fortune 500 company. And I worked in the corporate world and I lived in a rat race for real. Like my own success was my worst enemy because I had a quota that would go up every single year. If I was successful, they expected more. They would make my territory smaller. I had a boss that knew less than what I knew, yet he was my boss making decisions. I couldn't travel freely because I had a limited time of PTO. And I believed in this industry. Like I believed in it. I was presented it a bunch of times, a bunch of different companies, and I said no to all of them because it needed to be one that aligned with who I was, with my values. And I am the person who said no to money 2 or 3 times. One of my bestest friends, as I was 12 years old, reached out to me and she's like, do you want to be a boss, babe? And, I know we talk a lot about social media, but I was that person that when I started, I literally had 500 followers on Instagram. I had a private page and everything I posted were really weird memes and pictures of my dogs because I don't have kids, I have dogs. They're my children, right? So I literally was like, when I envision a boss babe, I didn't think that was going to be me. My hair was always up. I was always in a suit. Like I really was super miserable. I'm not going to lie. Like I just didn't enjoy life. I would go to work, come back home. I was missing fulfillment. I was missing passion. And so I said no to my friend a couple of times. And then I noticed that she posted on social media that she quit her job. And I was like, wait, I want to do that. So now I'm all ears. Now I want to hear what it is you're doing. And once she broke down to me our compensation plan, once she broke down to me what a ground level opportunity this was and still is, I was not just like running with this opportunity, I was sprinting with it. I could not work harder and faster to get to my goals because I just saw the vision, I saw the big picture, and I said, if there's people doing this, I can do it too. It's a duplicatable system, which we teach you, right? There's a really big misconception that what we do is like, not a business. It's not this, it's not that. Guys, it's a very legitimate business. Money pays my corporation, right? Like I am incorporated. And I'm, again, me coming from the corporate world, I saw what a huge opportunity this compensation plan was. We can get into that. If you are more interested in, finding out more after this call, the person that invited you can give you the breakdown. But I was completely hooked when I saw it. At the time, we were only opening our 3rd country. Fast forward less than 5 years later, we opened up our 9th country. We are growing by the second. We are such a ground level opportunity because think of how big the world is, and we're only in 9 countries. Think of like, it's literally in less than 5 years, we've done 6 countries. Imagine what we're going to do in the next 5 years, and you can be a part of that, right? So again, me coming from the corporate world, I was completely hooked. And again, I freaking just worked my butt off. I followed the system that was taught to me because you get so much support when you come on board. We don't just throw you to the wolves. We literally teach you social media strategy. We recommend books. We do training calls. We have Facebook training groups. We have chats. The community is such an amazing community where people truly care about helping each other. I did not have that in corporate, right? Like Angie was saying, again, people care. You can qualify. You can earn your way to trips. 4 or 5 trips a year, that's amazing. You can earn your payment, your monthly payment towards a luxury Cadillac, right? So I ran, I sprinted, I crawled, I cried, I laughed my way. And, for the following 12 months after I signed up, I was able to quit my corporate job. And I've been doing this full time for what's going to be 4 years in May, right? I literally have chills right now because I have been able to completely transform my life. There has been, yes, so much financial gain that has come from this opportunity. But like me as a person, I have grown so much. And I always say that that's the biggest thing money has given me. And if you're watching this, I get it. You're probably like, these girls are crazy. Like, all you're doing is selling shampoo online. Like, this sounds nuts. And I promise you, I know it sounds too good to be true, but it's really not, right? Your vibe attracts your tribe. Once you start really just like hanging out, talking, interacting, and being included in groups and conversations and trainings that just really challenge you to think bigger, to dream bigger, to see a bigger picture, you will level up by default, right? So what do? We sell skincare, we sell hair care, we sell wellness, we sell body care. Okay. Again, we're in 9 different countries. Yes, we can do it through social media because it's such a powerful medium where you can literally reach thousands of people in just one post, or you can bring your business with you every single day. We are so lucky that our products are consumable. And that was one of the things that really attracted me to this. And what do I mean by that? Consumable means that people don't have to change their lifestyle to be able to buy our products. And I love that, right? Everybody hopefully washes their hair. Hopefully everybody washes their face, right? Which means that you could be at the grocery store and see somebody that has beautiful hair, and that could be someone that becomes your client. Like you could be at your kid's school, at the park, whatever. The point is that we have so much fun while building this business because we truly we talk about things that girls talk about all the time. Like before Monade, I recommend the shampoo I was using to absolutely everybody. I was socially selling. And if you're sitting here thinking that you're not good at sales, understand that you sell every single day. If you go watch a movie with your kids and then you go recommend it to another mom, like, hey, I don't know any kid movies. That was a bad example, but like Cinderella new version came out, right? Like, go watch it, Kelly, because it's so good, and bring your little ones. Guess what? You socially sold that movie. If how many times have you worn a lipstick? Have you worn a t-shirt? Have you gone to a restaurant? Have you been at a hotel? The people are like, what hotel are you at? What restaurant? What lipstick? What store? And those companies aren't sending you a check. That's what I was doing with my hair care before. I was using a luxury brand, okay? Not very luxury, but they claim to be luxury. And I was recommending it, and I never got a paycheck from that. Here, you get to use quality, very high quality products, amazing products, the best products, in my opinion. You get to recommend them to other people, and you get to make money. So when people talk about how do you monetize social media, it's like the cool thing now. Everybody wants to teach you how to monetize social media. I don't know, right? Like, I don't know what they tell you out there, but what I can tell you is that if you are doing what you would do for free and recommending amazing things and amazing opportunity to your friends, to your family, to strangers, to everybody you come across, and they can change their life while doing the same, that's how you monetize social media. That's how you monetize really this opportunity. So again, this has changed my life. It has changed my family's lives. It has changed my bestest friends' lives. And I always feel selfish not sharing this opportunity with others because there's nothing special about me. Absolutely nothing. I know that if I have done it and I've been able to gain so much from this, so can you. The only difference between myself and Angie and you sitting, at home or wherever you are watching this call is that we decided to do it scared. We decided to say, like, we don't know, we've never done this before, but we're going to do it and just run with it. We're going to do it scared. And, it ended up being one of the biggest blessings in my life.
I mean, she pretty much covered everything, guys. That's basically what we do. We promote hair care, skincare, wellness, body care, and it's going to come genuine to you. You're going to have products that actually perform results, scientifically backed, clinically proven. We're actually the #1 premium hair care brand in the entire world, #1. And yet we're not even being sold globally. So put that into perspective about what these products actually are and what they can do for other people, right? And what do you have to do? All you have to do is get your products for your personal use. That is all. You never have to have any minimum quota every single month. You don't have to have a purchase of minimum, no monthly auto ships, none of that. You're just buying your products one time and you decide from there whether you want to run with the business or whether you just want to have the results of great quality hair care, skincare, and wellness. That is it. And that's one thing that really attracted me to a business. I have 3 kids. I'm like a chicken with no head. I don't have time to be thinking about, oh my God, how many shampoos or skincare do I have to order this week? I don't have to worry about the expiration date. I don't have to worry about the headache of putting things into boxes, going to USPS, the Postal Service office. And no, none of that. The company takes care of absolutely everything. No overhead, none of that stuff. You, as soon as you join, you're going to have your free website. You're going to have us, your community, to back you up, help you out with everything that you absolutely need, duplicatable systems in place, resources that you need to help you get through with the business and have the same success that we've been able to have with this business. The company takes care of everything from your website, from marketing to the inventory, shipping, whether you have a client all the way in Australia or all the way in Canada, because we are in US, UK, Canada, Ireland, Poland, Ireland, Poland, Lithuania, Spain, New Zealand, and Australia. That is insane. And we're going to be launching a brand new country upcoming now in September. And we want you to be a part of it, to become part of this $1 billion brand, basically. Okay. So don't think twice about it. What is the worst that can happen? You try something new and you go back to the same lifestyle you had before, or you try something new, you're going to come out with bomb hair care and skincare, more confidence than ever, with an extra money in your pocket. Whether you want to treat this as a side business, make $200 a month, that's fine. And if you want to go all in and make $10,000 and $1,000 a month, you can do that too. Your hustle determines your paycheck. The same way that you go to college, you study for your exams and all these things, and you put the work in, it's going to be the same thing with this business, but the return is going to be so much bigger in a short period of time. Okay. So don't think twice. Inflation is here. There's so many things happening around us. The world is changing. So it's time that you take a bet on yourself and you change too. Okay. So reach out to the person who invited you guys on this call.
Wait, let me add one thing, Angie. Hold on. I did want to add a couple things. One thing, a couple things, whatever, right? I rant. Angie didn't mention, and I forgot to mention that we get paid 5 times a month. So this is not something that like you start today and you start selling and like they don't pay you until you have a team. Like, you know, they don't pay you until you hit a certain like thing. Like there's none of that. It's very simple. Okay. So like Angie said, the only investment that you have is you purchase products for your personal use. There's no need to carry inventory. And think about it, right? It makes sense because you don't want to promote and sell something that you're not using yourself. So you purchase products for your personal use. Okay. You try them, you love them, you recommend them. Like she said, you have your own website. Mane takes care of shipping. Mane takes care of, you know, if your client or the person that starts the business with you wants to return the products because we have a 30-day guarantee of the money back, you know, Mane takes care of that. Like literally you are the face of the brand. You're promoting it. You're growing the opportunity. You're growing the brand. Okay. But Mane takes care of all the back end stuff. Okay. And our compensation plan, like I was saying, is so bomb that the person that brought you on this call can explain to you how you can make your investment back with just 4 people purchasing from you and 1 person joining your team. Okay. I have seen people do this in 6 months. I have seen people do this in, you know, 2 days, right? It really depends. It's completely up to you. You are 100% in charge of how much you put into this, how hard you work, and where you take this. Okay. I also want to add that I feel like I've been doing this for a while, right? Almost 5 years. And I have lost count of how many of these calls I have done. And there's times that I've seen people be on these calls like over and over and over again because they don't make the decision to jump in. They don't make the decision to go all in because of fear, because of this, because of that, because of whatever, right? Understand that nothing in your life will change if nothing changes. If you want to change in 2023, if you want to level up, if you want to like be whatever, you have to take risks. No one that's ever done anything worth mentioning was like everybody agreed with that. Most people that have done really cool things in life, they've had people mock them, they've had people doubt them, but they've done it no matter what. They've done it scared, they've done it whatever, right? So why do I say that, that I've seen people? Because there's times when people hop on these calls and they're like, well, I want to think about it a little bit more. And the next thing you know, the person that invited you, had one of your best friends get on this call and that person signed up. And all along, your best friend could have been in your team, but because you were scared to present this opportunity, she joined with someone else, right? My point is that being scared is okay, but don't let fear paralyze you, okay? Because there's people with way less talent than you growing their dream life, like literally making their dream life every single day because they have decided to go for it. Don't be the person that in 6 months you're back on one of these calls because you couldn't get this opportunity out of your head when, and then you start 6 months later when you could have started today. 6 months from now, don't be the person that's like, okay, fine, I'm going to do it. Be the person that has been building this for 6 months and be the one running these calls. Okay. I believe in you. And I've been very blessed to work with thousands of people in the last 5 years. And I have been able to work with everyone, stay-at-home moms, CPAs, attorneys, cops, like nurses, like literally from people who haven't graduated high school, people who have doctorates. Like this business is for absolutely everyone, okay? So if you're scared, I want you to tell you that's okay. I was scared. Angie was scared. Whoever invited you on this call was scared. But if you truly want to level up in 2023, you have to, leave the limiting beliefs behind and learn to do it scared. Okay. So reach out to the person that invited you on this call, have them, do a little hair quiz or skin quiz to figure out which products are right for you. And they can recommend you the product pack and products for you to get started. Okay. As soon as you click submit, boom, you're in. You can start selling, you can start growing, you can start making money, you can start creating a beautiful community. So thank you, everybody. Have an amazing night, and hopefully we'll see you in the chats later. Bye.